I'm going to camping. For fuck's sake. So I'm going on holiday to Scotland with my mum and my sister, and I'm just about to pack, and I've got something funny. Midge net. So I am just taking the dog out, and then I'm off to drop the rabbits off boarding. Had a proper rubbish couple of months, to be honest. I'm feeling much happier now. Of course the sun's shining, so that makes everything good. So I have made it onto the ferry and we're just waiting to set off. Do a quick zoom around. All I can see. So that's misty wet Scotland. So once we get to the other side of the loch, then I think there's only about 15 minutes before we get to the cottage. I get to the cottage. I think Mum and Tracy are behind me somewhere. So they set off yesterday. They actually set off yesterday and they stopped in the Lake District overnight, and I set off this morning at 8 AM and I'm ahead of them. So I got to Gretna Green and I texted my sister and said, I'm in Scotland. And she texted back and said, we're in Carlisle. So I'm not really sure how that works, but there we go. So it might take a few pictures once we set off on the ferry, if I'm allowed out the car, and see what that's like. No one else is getting out the car. I don't know whether that's because it's raining, because you're not allowed out the car. So I think I'm also going to stay in the car. It's pissing down. Look. And at this point I've realised that I've forgotten every fleece that I own. I've got a waterproof coat that makes my arms really sweaty. And this, which is actually my rabbit cleaning out jacket, which is not that great. It's probably covered in hay. So the ferry journey turned out to be literally about 4 yards, so no chance of getting out of the car. As I was kind of like looking around to see if anyone else was going to get out, at that moment the end of the boards came down. No time to drive off again, it was literally about 4 yards. So this is my view from the living room. Still waiting for my mum and sister to get here. God knows where they are. Oh, I've just seen something, is that an otter? So yes, absolutely brilliant. Really midgy though, need to think about that. I might have to wear my midge net. So here I am in Scotland, in the Highlands. I've been out walking on the other side of a loch today. You can see the loch. So this is a very hard walk. So if you can see down here, it's basically really wet and muddy. Not even muddy, it's not just wet and slippery. And there's lots of seaweed. It's actually really hard going. I've only come, I've said a couple of 100 metres, I think. It's taken me ages. And I've probably nearly killed myself in the process a couple of times. So I thought I'd get along here to that bit there and then think about heading back. I was going to walk back on the road, but the road is up there somewhere, which I thought thought it was going to be next to where I am, but it's not, it's diverted. So, and it's quite wet. It's pretty wet. I'm quite wet. But I am having a fucking excellent time. I am loving this. Pretty hard being with my mum and my sister. Also because they're about to row. They live together and they're about to row, and it's just not that cool really. So it's really nice to be out and about on my own. So seeing this stuff. It's all like tentacle thing. Jellyfish tentacle. So lots of poo everywhere as well. That's a deer poo. That is bird poo of some kind. Same with that. Nearly back. So today is Tuesday. So I drove up here on Sunday, and yesterday didn't do a great deal. My sister's so lazy, she just kind of sat around all day. Managed to book a couple of trips for tomorrow and Thursday, and we thought we'd have a drive over to see where we were meant to be setting off from, like where the boat trip goes from. It's like about 10 miles and an hour journey on these roads, because these roads are narrow and windy as you like. So today I'm going to go for a walk, and then we're meant to be going to the shop a bit later on, and thought we'd have a drive over to another village this afternoon, which is also about 8 miles and about an hour away on windy roads. The choice is either I drive or my mum drives. Well, the slowest thing that you can imagine. I don't know how my sister would drive because she's just pissed off. So yeah, interesting week. Very interesting week. The present for my mum's 70th. She's kind of loving it, but she must be aware that Tracy's not enjoying it. I don't remember this bit. I don't know how I'm going to climb over this bit.